My name is Sarah. I am one of the administrators on the um, that's my understanding. If you could say that. I played Basil Castor in Fulton Sawyer. If you see me in the little online thing, say hi to me. I also play Camilla Howell, but I'm not really done with her, so I'm planning to finish that up. We don't really have any huge announcements. I think Sam and Emmy have pretty much covered everything lately. But I'm just going to kind of restate some of the things that they have previously said. And we have a minor change to something, so I'll go for that. I'm going to start with the game schedule, just so that you guys have a better idea of what is going on now and what to expect. Right now, that's my cat. Right now, we have the goodbye threads going on. I think. Yes. The reading threads are not closed, but we just want you to kind of focus on saying goodbye now instead of. Yeah, so we are not going to post the goodbye thread. That is completely up to you. You can tag whoever you want in it, and you can have them as an actual thread, or it can just be like, peace out. Yeah, so you can do whatever you want. That will go on until the 10th, and then we will start training week, which is really exciting. Training week is going to be really, really important because it's going to be really fast-paced, and it's going to have a lot to do with the game to go on. So we're really going to need you guys to be active during that time period. So we need you guys active now, too. You know what I mean. So in preparation for the game, we have the fighting system up. I made a lot of the fighting system, and I realized that some of it's a lot of information, and so some of it is kind of confusing. Feel free to PM me any questions that you have about it, or any other staff member, or you can just post in our feedback form, and we'll get back to you with an answer, if we have one. Or we'll come up with an answer and get it to you. So pretty much, when you want to engage in a fight with someone, you need to PM the person, first of all, and make sure it's okay. Why do you have to PM them? Basically, so that you don't have like 30 fights going on and nobody knows that they're going on. And so it just gets really confusing. Don't do that. So PM the person, make sure it's okay, and most likely they'll say it's okay. And then you can go ahead and make the thread, and just go ahead in the description. It should be right underneath the part where you put the title, and just put fight in brackets. I don't know if that's parentheses. And then a staff member will go ahead and do the death equation after each person in the fight has posted once. Depending on how many people are in the fight, it might get a little confusing. So we'll deal with that when that actually happens. But after everyone that's taking part in the fight has posted once, a staff member will figure out who will be living and who will be dying. And then you can thread how they die and poke each other's eyeballs out to your consent. Yeah, so that's kind of how that's handled. The minor change that we'll be going through is with the death equation. Instead of just doing the skill score, the activity, the number of posts, and the random factor and the BMI, we will also be adding in a weapon section. If your character has a weapon that they're fighting with, depending on how, depending on how strong, I guess, the weapon is. Say, like, one character has a knife, I think, is what somebody brought up in the feedback form. If somebody has a knife and somebody else has a sword, obviously the person with the sword has a better advantage in the fight, and so that will be taken into account. I'll list it out in the fighting system, but depending on how good your weapon is, you'll get a different score added to it. So that's kind of how we're handling that. I will link it to you in this video so that you can click on it and read more about it. And if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. We also have the Alliance planes up, which, since the games haven't really started, you don't really have to worry about right now. But when you start participating in the games and you have an alliance that you want to happen, just go ahead and click. Make sure that the other people know that you're in alliance with them to save confusion. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. We have the food and water intake page one topic, I don't know. Where pretty much your tribute needs to get a certain amount of food and water to survive each day in the game, which is not all that different from real life. You can only survive 2 days without water, and that's how it's like in Nightlock games. So yeah, you have to make sure that your tribute is eating and drinking. And then I'll link you to that as well so that you can read more about it. We have our tribute trackers, which we want you guys to just keep track of what's going on in the game. You can post all your threads in there, where your character is at the moment, what they've been doing, who have they killed, who have they gotten in a fight with, things like that. So that's also pretty self-explanatory. So that's kind of yours to do however you want. You can include different things in there to make it like you. Yeah. I don't have a lot to say. I just really wanted to say hi. Yeah, Emmy and Sam both posted a vlog a while ago, and I was like, I'm really jealous. I want to make a vlog. So I've kind of been waiting around until I was making. This is my cat who's been wandering around. He likes to do it. You can't really see him because he's like that, but he's kind of annoying. I don't think he's not wanting to. Yeah. I just got on my phone.